Hello everybody,
Welcome back.
and welcome to something a little bit different on the channel. Today we're going to be doing top 5 career mode challenges on FIFA 20.
Anyone that plays career mode often or has done for the last few years, like me, link to our mixer channel in the description, will know that it gets quite boring, it gets quite repetitive towards the end. So these are 5 challenges that we feel that you must try that'll spice it up. It should make it a lot more difficult. Even if it doesn't, hopefully it's a lot more fun. Who have we went for first, Jim?
First team on the challenge is FC Cincinnati. Cincinnati are one of the newly formed teams in the MLS, so already at a disadvantage. You haven't got any real youth prospects. You haven't really got any designated players. I mean, look at this starting 11. You've got pretty much MLS veterans that nobody else really wanted. You've got Matix, Kendall Watson, people like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to allow you 3 designated players, like MLS teams get in real life. So the challenge is you're only allowed players aged between the ages of 30 and 40, and you can only have players between 80 and 85.
The only reason we've chosen that is because that's the main age and standard that players who move to the MLS are.
Yeah, you normally get players coming and end their careers there. I mean, people like Wayne Rooney, he's not exactly in his prime, still a very good player, which fits in nicely to the 80-85 cap, same as Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yeah.
So the thing is you're getting players at the end of their careers, so you're going to have to be careful of when you can buy them, when you can sell them, and so on.
I feel like a perfect player could be Giroud.
Oh, I do like that,
He'd be a good player, old, he's in the rating and the age gap.
I think that's a very good shout, Chris Bass.
The challenge comes though, you get to pick your 3 players, and then you're only allowed these 3 designated players. If you sell one of them, you can replace him with another designated player, but you'll have to buy him. You're probably wondering, what do you mean I have to buy him? Of course I have to buy him. Well, luckily for you, the first 3 designated players that you choose, who did you go for, Jim?
I went for Cuadrado, Vardy, and Jerome Boateng.
Yes.
However, not going to lie, we've already recorded this section, but I forgot to press record, and Chris Bass went for Gianluigi Buffon, and you know what? I think Buffon's a better shout than the 3 I've went for.
I think the Italians that we moved there might still be there, just for the sake of the example, I'm going to move along Jerome Boateng. Really, really simple out at the team. There you go. So now if you loaded up a save, Jerome Boateng would play for FC Cincinnati. I think you might need to drop a save. No, you don't even need to save it this year, so there you go.
Perfect. And it's as easy as that?
Yeah.
So make sure 80 to 85 rated.
Yep.
Aged between 30 and 40.
Yep.
And when you want to sell them, if you want to bring somebody new in, you have to sell one of the 3 first, and then with that money, you can bring in somebody else.
Keep an eye out for the players who start their career mode aged 28 to 29, because once they pass that 30 mark, if they're within the boundary and you want to sell your Buffon and buy...
I think of a good example. 28-year-old goalkeeper. Oh, this is really put us on the spot. We'll say Lloris. We'll say Hugo Lloris. And then you would be able to then bring in Lloris.
So it sounds easy in the face of it. You've got to think you're going to have 3 old players. Probably don't want to be there. Their morale might not be high. And then the only other way you can buy players is by scouting America. Are we going to say Canada as well?
Yeah, we'll say Canada.
Yeah, with your youth academy. Or buying other homegrown players who play for MLS teams.
They're the only players you can sign. And what I've just thought there, Chris, is what if your player retires? You're not going to get any money back from him.
You're not. You can manage that.
And you're only going to have pennies, really. I think they had a £10 million budget after we'd bought the scouts. So there you go. There's your challenge.
It's going to be difficult.
Right.
Should we move on to number 2?
Team number 2. Right. Number 2 is Bolton Wanderers.
I'm sure you're not surprised to hear.
Yeah, I think this one's going to be one that quite a lot of people are going to try.
Definitely. Bolton or Bury.
Bolton or Bury, yeah, definitely. Probably the hardest career mode you could do this year.
Yes.
Especially given the team you start with. Wait till you see that.
I've kept it on this screen to start with just because for the challenge we're going to decline to participate just so you don't get any of the extra money in. Wait till you see this.
Yeah. Oh, 51 rated striker. 53. Oh.
Surely they're going to have better subs though. Oh. What about Rossetto?
Oh.
A lot of goalkeepers.
Exactly. Goalkeepers are sorted. So the thing is can you bring this team back to the Premier League? Where let's be honest, they weren't there. Wasn't too long ago they were in the Premier League.
Not at all. If you wanted the realism, you could go and transfer Daryl Murphy, Will Buckley, Liam Bridcut, and is it Jack Hobbs?
Jack Hobbs.
Thus they have transferred. FIFA just haven't updated most of the transfers yet. You could put them at Bolton the same way that I showed you in the Cincinnati challenge if you wanted to, but I feel like this would make it a lot harder.
Definitely. What transfer budget do you start with out of interest?
1.3 million, but
it sounds a lot, but it's really not.
It's not. If you wanted to go for an even bigger challenge, you could only do Youth Academy if you wanted, but if you were going to do that, I would say limit yourself to 2-star scouts, because Bolton in real life aren't going to have the money for an academy. They're not going to
have world-class talents coming through.
But saying that, 1 million will be difficult.
Yeah, I expect £6,000 wage budget.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's not much to this one, but I just thought I'd put this on because, I wouldn't have thought to check Bolton's team.
Yeah,
I didn't think it would be this bad.
No, same, especially with them not getting the transfers that they've signed in real life.
We chose Bolton over Bury because Bury had a better team than Bolton by quite a lot.
Somehow.
And if you were going to do Bury, I would recommend moving them to League 2.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I think this one's simple enough.
Yeah.
Worst team in the division. Can you take them back to the Premier League?
I'll back yous.
Team number 3. Team number 3 is Athletic Bilbao in the La Liga Santander.
Similar to Bolton, this one isn't too complex, but we're going to get into the more complex ones after this as well.
So the thing with Athletic Bilbao in real life is they only sign players who are Basque. So that's from the region, a certain region in Spain. So obviously you can't see places of birth and stuff on FIFA. So we're going to limit you to only signing Spanish players.
Yes, as you can see, the starting 11 or I would say all Spanish already.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go safe. I'm gonna say most of are Spanish already. You have a decent budget, 16 million.
Right.
I expected a lot more.
Added as well for the top league in Spain.
Yeah. So it's going to be difficult to only sign Spanish players. The thing is as well, people like Williams, he's going to be, if I move to him, thanks here, he's going to be hard to maintain at the club. He's probably going to grow. He's not going to want to be here.
Yeah,
Same with Munain. Probably mispronounced that horribly. He's going to be hard to keep hold of.
People like Benya, they're coming at the end of their careers. Garcia is as well. So it's going to be hard to keep that balance.
Yeah.
So what you're going to do, you're going to have to keep going with your youth scouts in Spain. Don't send them anywhere else, because this is a Spanish-only club.
Yes.
And, yeah.
Ideally, you build up such a good Spanish team and then go on to manage the Spain national team.
Oh, I like that, you know.
Win the World Cup, win La Liga. You could stay here for your full career if you want. If not, you could move on. Hopefully do another team for one of the other challenges.
Question is, do you bring in experienced Spanish players already? Do you try and bring in like a Iago Aspas? Or do you go for the young up-and-coming Spanish?
You're definitely going to need a striker, because Adariz isn't going to be around forever.
No, I know. As much as Urban Warrior wouldn't like you saying.
But yeah, again, quite a simple one, just like Bolton.
Yeah.
But Team 4 is going to be a little bit more complex.
Team 4 is very complex. Right, Team 4. A little bit more complicated than the previous two, but not quite as complicated as the MLS one. This is going to be Sheffield United.
It's not going to be anywhere near as simple as just like a rebuild at Bolton, sign anyone you want, do anything you want. It's going to be quite difficult because realistically, joint worst team in the league?
I'd say
on FIFA.
Probably the worst, yeah.
Yeah. What you're going to do is you're going to only ever play a 5 at the back. You can change it to a different 5 at the back if you want, but you're going to keep it on 5 at the back. And then you're going to go along to instructions. A lot of people don't know you can do this. You're going to set your centre-backs to join the attack. The default's 2 of them. If you really wanted to go wild, you could set it as 3.
I like what you did there. Go Chris Wilder.
In real life, the fullbacks also join the attack. So you might want to set your centre mids to stay back while attacking, like I have here, which is kind of how they play in real life. If O'Connell pushed forward, Fleck might cover, etc, etc.
I think the main challenges with your centre backs, I'm guessing they don't have their best attacking stats on FIFA.
Or passing.
Anything really.
Or dribbling.
So they're just really going to get in the way.
Yeah.
So can you check the transfer budget a second?
surely have.
Ooh, I was going to say, do you bring in a ball-playing centre-back to try and...
It would.
On that budget, it certainly will be.
They have more money than Bilbao.
True.
That's a weird one.
I was going to say try and bring in like a Nathan Ake or something, but...
Yeah. Side challenge. With some of that money that you have, could buy Lis Musset a new barber.
Ooh,
That's completely
yes.
up to you, though.
That is a shocking hairstyle.
I can't really talk, but...
That is
to be honest,
shocking.
you've got Phil Jagielka, but will he suit this?
Oh, he is
I
the
don't think he's
ultimate
going
ball-playing centre-back, Jagielka.
The only plus side that I can think of to this is high-medium centre-backs might actually have a place in this challenge. Because normally
yes.
I see a high-medium centre-back and I'm like, no, not anywhere near my team.
Yeah, same as me on Ultimate Team.
Yeah.
Ooh, and they've got Ravel.
You have some good players. You do have some good players. Be a hard build-up job, but other than that, with the tactics, no other challenges really. You can sign anyone you want. You can do anything you want for your academy.
Just remember, 5 at the back and centre-backs trying attack.
Yep.
Right.
Team 5.
Final challenge. Final challenge. Final challenge is going to be Chelsea.
You could probably tell by the fact that we're starting this on the transfer window disabled menu instead of the squad screen.
Yes, definitely. And you're also going to be in the Champions League as Chelsea are in real life.
Yes.
So
Piemonte Calcio.
Piemonte Calcio.
You can edit the groups if you want.
So the thing is the difficulty with Chelsea is you're not going to be able to sign anybody for 2 years.
Yeah. Some people are saying that it's only 1 year, but just for the sake of this career mode, unfortunately, your appeal got rejected.
Unlucky. So, why is that a challenge, you ask? Well, Chelsea's team is mainly made up of youngsters.
Mid-70s, low 80s.
Yeah. So, are you going to be able to compete with the Manchester Cities, Liverpools, Arsenals, Man Uniteds, who will be able to sign players?
It'd be different.
They might even try and sign your players, and you can't replace them.
You can't. It's going to be so frustrating having that money there and just knowing you can't spend.
I know. Oh. And also, in terms of your youth players, you can sign them to your academy. You just can't promote them to the first team.
Yeah. You fail the challenge, unfortunately. We'll be knocking at your door.
I mean, you've got star prospects such as Reece James, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Mason Mount. I imagine all 4 are exciting prospects.
Yeah.
So you do have the players. You've got Loftus-Cheek. But are they ready yet? That is the challenge.
Especially if you play on the high difficulties, it's going to be tough.
Definitely.
Something to keep in mind is Kennedy's gone in real life, Bakayogo's gone in real life, Yazon's gone in real life. I believe Baba went back out on loan as well.
Yeah, I think he did. Is Van Ginkel still there? I didn't realise he was still there in real life
but
at all.
Costa also gone.
Yeah.
So 2 ways you can do this. Most of them are out on loan in real life, so you could list them for loan and loan them. Or you could just go back to the squad editor, and just get rid of them.
Just move them, yeah.
Because to be honest, you're not going to really sell them anymore.
No, and to be honest, like some of them are big names like Bakayoko and stuff, but you're not really going to miss them, especially if you're playing properly on the challenge.
Yeah.
If you're trying to grind this, then you have to get rid of them players.
Yeah.
And then you're left with such a
shell of a team.
Shell, yeah. Wouldn't fancy this one, like.
I wouldn't. But yeah, guys, those are 5 career mode challenges you must try. Is there anywhere where we might be trying these challenges?
We might be trying these challenges live.
Live
on a website called Mixer.com.
Link in the description.
Link in the description. If you have tried some of these challenges, let us know how you've got on in the challenges. Let us know how you've got on in the description. I'm messing this right up. Let me know how you got on in the comment section.
I hope you can't access the description. If you can, put the link.
Yeah, put the link in because I probably forgot. Hit that like button. Please subscribe. And we'll see you all next time.
Ciao.
Ciao for now.